This podcast is sponsored by ScienceBasedLearning.com. Discover your passion for languages with our innovative ebook, audiobook, and video system. Maximize retention using spaced repetition. Start your journey today.
Ethical considerations every adult language learner should know. Discover key ethical aspects of language learning and how respecting culture enhances your adult language acquisition journey. Ethical considerations in language learning. Learning a new language can be an exciting and rewarding journey for adults seeking to expand their horizons, connect with new cultures, or improve career opportunities. As a language expert, I've observed that language acquisition isn't just about mastering vocabulary and grammar. It also involves a range of ethical considerations that learners often overlook. Whether you're curious about the science of language learning or simply want to know how to learn a language in an ethical and respectful way, this post will walk you through some important points every adult language learner should keep in mind. Respecting cultural contexts and origins. Language is inseparable from culture. When you learn a language, you're also engaging with the history, tradition, and social norms of the people who speak it. It's crucial to respect these elements, rather than appropriating language in ways that strip away context or meaning. Don't treat language as just a tool. Language isn't just a code for communication, it represents identity and heritage. Avoid dismissive attitudes or stereotypes tied to the culture behind the language. Be mindful of dialects and variations. Some languages have distinct regional dialects or indigenous forms. Learning only a standard version without recognizing these variations can marginalize communities. Ethical concerns in access and representation. In the world of adult language learning, issues around fair access to resources and representation deserve attention. For example, many languages face barriers due to the availability of learning materials or the dominance of elite dialects in textbooks. Support inclusive learning resources. Choose materials that fairly represent the language and its speakers. Give attention to voices from native communities and diverse linguistic backgrounds. Avoid cultural stereotyping. Steer clear from lessons or media that portray cultures through cliches or racist tropes. This not only distorts your understanding but contributes negatively to the community's image. Ethics in language teaching and exchange. If you participate in language exchanges or enroll with tutors, the ethical treatment of educators and fellow learners is essential. This includes fair compensation, honest communication, and respect for time and effort. Recognize the value of native speakers. Native speakers who help learners through tutoring or conversation exchanges deserve respect and sometimes compensation, especially if the language is endangered or marginalized. Be patient and respect boundaries. Learning a language is a two-way street. Respect the cultural and personal boundaries of your teachers and partners. Language learning and technology, ethical use. We live in a digital age where apps and online platforms have transformed the science of language learning. While these tools offer incredible opportunities, ethical considerations around data privacy, algorithm bias, and accessibility come into play. Data privacy matters. Many language learning apps collect personal data. Be aware of privacy policies and choose platforms that prioritize user security. Inclusive design. Select learning systems that accommodate learners with disabilities and respect diverse learning needs. Why ethical considerations enhance your language learning journey. You might wonder why you should focus on ethics when your main goal is to learn a new language quickly and effectively. Incorporating ethical awareness benefits you beyond language proficiency. Deeper connection. Understanding the culture and respecting its people helps you form more meaningful relationships. Better retention. Ethical learning fosters genuine curiosity and motivation, which science backs up as critical components of adult language learning. Create positive impact. When you approach language learning ethically, you contribute to preserving linguistic diversity and cultural heritage. Practical tips for ethical adult language learning. Research cultural background. Before starting, spend time learning about the people and traditions tied to the language. Choose resources wisely. Opt for materials that are developed with respect and input from native communities. Engage with native speakers respectfully. Approach conversations with openness and politeness and avoid demanding unpaid labor. Be critical of media representation. analyze content critically, and avoid reproducing stereotypes. Support ethical platforms. Leverage language learning systems that respect your privacy and offer inclusive experiences. Science-based tools for ethical and effective learning. If you're looking for a reliable, ethical, and scientifically grounded way to improve your language skills, consider sciencebasedlearning.com. Their simple ebook, audiobook, and video language learning system combined with an online practice app uses the science behind spaced repetition to maximize your learning and retention. By focusing on proven methods and ethical content, sciencebasedlearning.com offers a respectful and effective way to progress in your language learning journey. Using such trusted tools benefits not just your skills, but also aligns well with the ethical standards we've explored here. Final thoughts. Language learning is an enriching experience, but it comes with responsibilities. Paying attention to ethical considerations means honoring the culture behind the language, supporting fair practices, and being mindful of how technology impacts your process. This thoughtful approach enhances your journey and helps maintain the diversity and dignity of languages worldwide. As you continue your adult language learning adventure, keep these ethical aspects in mind. They are just as important as mastering grammar or vocabulary. And if you want to see science-based, respectful, and effective language acquisition tools in action, check out sciencebasedlearning.com to see how their system can support your goals with respect and proven methods.